My name is Mike Kaplan. I'm a geologist, and my main home institution is an institute called Lamont-Doherty Earth Observatory, and we're part of Columbia University in New York City. I'm interested in how the glaciers have changed using the record of geology. My research studies when did the glaciers expand and grow and just get larger? When did they shrink and get smaller? And the reason I'm interested in how the glaciers change is because they show us how the climate has changed. So if we want to know how did the climate change before humans had a strong effect or human history, we need to use other types of records. There's not historical documents before the 17th century or 16th century. So if we want to learn how do glaciers change in a natural way, natural variability, and how the climate changes, we need to look at the record in the geology or the pollen or the ecology to understand this. The research in Torres del Paine, specifically with my colleagues in Chile, has been to look at how the vegetation has changed and together with how the glaciers have changed. And this place, this lake here, Lago Suppressus, is an excellent place to see how the pollen has changed through time. My focus here in Torres del Paine has been to go to deposits or sediments that the glacier put on the landscape, called moraines. And I collect boulders or rocks in the moraine to see how long these rocks have been deposited, how long ago the glaciers put the sediments on the landscape. And so some of these moraines and sediments left by the glacier are in this area. And so I've focused around here to collect my samples, especially with students and other colleagues. And the techniques I use, it's a way to determine how long a rock or a sediment has been exposed to the atmosphere or exposed to the air. I've worked with Chilean graduate students the students often do a lot of the research and a lot of the work, and they could spend this as part of their education for their graduate school and PhD. They've been able to do much of the research as part of their education and doing their PhD research. And so for the time, this has been excellent for both me and the students to work together. I'm able to work with colleagues who have other types of expertise, the scientists who study the vegetation, the tree rings, and together we combine our different experiences and expertise.